At the heart of every CAC is a team, something very powerful. But it's not just any kind of team. It's a team of individuals who come from very different backgrounds for one very important specific purpose: to protect children. We call them the multidisciplinary team, or the MDT. Our MDT members come from all corners of our communities. We have prosecutors, therapists, law enforcement, forensic interviewers, doctors and nurses, family advocates, child protective services, all the folks, coming together for one very specific purpose: to stand side by side in one very safe place for one thing only, and that is to help kids. We're gonna seek justice, we're gonna keep them safe, and we're gonna help them find healing. Tonight, I want you to get a glimpse of what that team can look like. Tonight, you're gonna meet a little girl, and we're gonna call her Rosie. Rosie is 10 years old, and last night Rosie had to experience something that no child should ever have to endure. But Rosie isn't gonna be alone in this process. Rosie is gonna be surrounded by a team that cares about her, a team from very different places that's gonna fight for her safety, for her justice, and walk with her towards hope.
I am Investigation Supervisor Aaron Gossett with the Arkansas State Police Crimes Against Children Division. My job is to investigate the most severe cases of maltreatment, cases involving child death, trafficking, sexual abuse, physical abuse, and extreme neglect. These are often situations that lead to criminal charges. I work closely with local law enforcement and prosecuting attorneys to gather the facts and evidence, but my mission goes far beyond this, far beyond the individual cases. I investigate the bigger picture, uncovering patterns of abuse, tracking offenders, and ensuring no child is overlooked. I'm part of an extraordinary team, united by one goal: to protect Rosie and every child like her.
My name is Khadija Cooperwood. I'm a social service specialist. I work in Child Protective Services. My role is to make sure that she is safe around the parents/caregivers that are supposed to protect her. When they fail to do so, I have two options: either create a safety plan outlining a way to keep her safe from the danger in her home, or remove her and place her somewhere that I know she is safe, so that what happened to her last night will never happen again.
My name is Brittany Henson. I'm a family advocate at Children's Protection Center. When Rosie walks through those doors, scared, confused, or even unsure, I'm one of the first people that she meets. I explain the process to her and her family, hoping to help ease some of the fear that they are carrying. I provide resources to the family and support, so that way they know that they are not in this alone.
My name is Linda Ramos. I'm a bilingual forensic interviewer at Children's Protection Center. When Rosie is ready to share her story, I will conduct a forensic interview in a safe, child-friendly environment. Using a trauma-informed approach, I will ask non-leading questions so that Rosie can speak with her own words and share her story. I can also conduct forensic interviews in Spanish as needed.
My name is Samuel Berry. I'm a detective with the Sherwood Police Department. As a detective, I help coordinate Rosie's family getting to the CPC and conducting a forensic interview. After the forensic interview, I gather the facts and the evidence, and I submit that to the prosecutor's office and then to a district judge. Once an arrest warrant is issued, myself and my team, we hunt down the offender and make sure that they're brought to justice.
My name is Taylor Miles. I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner at Arkansas Children's Hospital for the Team for Children at Risk. I have specialized training in caring for children who are victims of child abuse. I will perform a medical exam on Rosie to ensure her body is safe and healthy. I will collect evidence if needed, identify injuries and/or infections. I will advocate for her safety. I will advocate for her to remain protected.
My name is Sarah McMorrin, and I'm a trauma therapist at the Children's Protection Center. I get to sit with Rosie in her grief and in her pain and offer her a safe place where she doesn't have to carry the weight of her trauma all by herself. And together with her supportive family, we can gently begin to face what feels absolutely unimaginable. And through therapy, Rosie gets to create a new future for herself, a future that is full of hope and a future that's full of healing.
My name is Claire Maddox. As the prosecutor, I will walk with Rosie through the criminal court system in the pursuit of justice. My goal is to keep Rosie safe, to hold her abuser accountable, and to ensure that I am caring for her trauma with sensitivity and care. It is my job to share her story so that I can keep her safe, keep our community safe, and do what I can to prevent the abuse from ever happening again.
This is what a Children's Advocacy Center is about. It's a team of people who are going to surround Rosie and her family so that they don't have to walk alone, that Rosie can get the services that she needs, and that this does not have to keep happening or happen ever again. Last year, over 10,000 children just like Rosie walked through Children's Advocacy Center's doors in the state of Arkansas. 10,000 children, 10,000 voices, 10,000 stories, 10,000 kids who needed this team. That is what makes the work of the Children's Advocacy Centers of Arkansas so incredibly important. They are providing training and support and resources to MDTs and CACs across the state so that children like Rosie have all the resources they need to heal. But we cannot do it alone. We need all of you to join this team. Every donation that's made means that children like Rosie across the state will have the resources and the services they need to heal, and that all of the members of this team up here and across the state have the resources they need to do their work and to work together. I want you to just imagine for a moment, if Rosie was your child, or your grandchild, or your next door neighbor, or your kid's best friend, would you want her to have this team to surround her, to make sure that she had all the resources she needed to heal from what's happened to her and to continue protecting her in the future? Every child in this state deserves justice, they deserve safety, they deserve healing and hope. Every child deserves a Children's Advocacy Center.